everyone, and welcome back to All the Mods 9. We are back, and this time, I'm in Australia. So what that means is stuff will open quick. As you can see, everything's good. The world is healing. Now, last episode, we tried to crack down on silicon, and we've been getting silicon. I can check it out here. We've got about 20,000. Now, to craft whatever it was we were going to craft, we need 100,000 of this stuff. Now, that's not even, I don't think, for the infinite storage part, which obviously we're looking towards. If we want the infinite storage part, we need 1 million silicon, right? So that's a lot. That's a decent amount. Now, we'll also need a bunch of other stuff that we don't quite have yet, but, you know, we're like halfway there on a lot of these other ones, so it'll happen. The redstone dust is a little bit iffy whether that will happen, but we're getting there. Now, another thing we'll need is a lot of sand. I mean, there's a lot of stuff we need, of course. I keep saying that. How are we going to solve the problem? Well, I've fallen into a trap again, and it does happen every so often when we do these series, where I'll try to fix something, right? Like, we need silicon. We need silicon. And so instead, I'm like, I'm going in here, and I'm like, okay, I need to figure out the best way to get a bunch of silicon. And we've kind of done that. But I think the smarter idea... Maybe, I could be wrong in this as well, but the smarter idea would have been to instead of trying to automate silicon all in one go, if we just automated sand, or you know what I mean, like automated gravel. If we just fully automated that to the point where it's like, okay, we've got infinite gravel, we've made a massive machine over the course of one episode, we've now got like, once again, infinite gravel or infinite sand. Then it makes it a lot easier to have a whole episode dedicated for silicon. I think that'll work better in terms of forming the episode shape, like title, structure. It'll feel a lot more complete rather than like this was an episode. Because this works. This is pretty good. I could spend not that long this episode, and I probably will spend not that long this episode making this into, or expanding this, sorry, just by literally expanding it. And that's pretty good value. But I don't know. I still feel like for some reason it'll be better to do it the other way around. I'd love to know what you guys think, because I am not too sure. I'm obviously not too sure what the play is, but like if I just spend this episode expanding this guy, then it's sort of it's like a nothing episode. You know what I mean? And sure, I can do that off camera, but then I've just spent time once again sort of doing nothing in terms of content, right? So I don't know. How easy is it to expand? It actually is just really easy to expand it. We don't even have pipe upgrades in this stuff. Oh, we're doing it. Okay, we've got pipe upgrades here. We don't have them here. I think because we don't have any goodies there. Okay. I mean, shall we? I feel like we may as well. Now, what we could do... Oh, God, there's a few things we could do. There's one thing I kind of want to do, but I don't remember how easy... I think it ended up being harder than I thought it would be. But back in Project Architect... I don't know if you guys played that or know what that is. It had like EMC from Project E. So essentially like, almost like a currency in the game that you could use to buy other blocks. And so you could sell blocks essentially into this EMC, burn it into EMC. And using integrated dynamics, which we have to set up all, you know, our sunlight sensor and whatnot, weather sensor. Using that, I was able to track how, like the flow rate, right? So like how much of an item we were getting. So for example, I could, if I put the time in, and I am very tempted to do it. I just need to probably think about how we're going to do it. I could determine how much gravel we're getting from our machines in terms of an actual value that I can then compare to how much silicon we're getting, right? And so, once again, in theory, I could sort of figure out how much I need a lot easier. Alternatively, we can just look. You know what I mean? Like this guy here can store 1,000 and he's full. So we've got enough sand. We can expand this and not have a problem with sand. But then eventually we'll watch the sand and this number will drop, for example. Whereas currently, as you can see, it is climbing. And then same for gravel and whatnot. So either we do something cool, which would take a lot of brain power, but would almost be useless, or I just expand these guys. That's the pickle I'm in. One thing I actually do want to do before we even touch on that is I would like to make a big alloy smelting area for this guy over here, the big alloy smelter area. So this guy's cool. I mean, I want more of him. So if I search alloy smelter, we'll see if we can do that. So to make the guy appears to be pretty easy, we'll grab that recipe, chuck him in here. Alloy smelter, what do I need? Just cauldrons? I'll take it. Let's go. You know what? Hold on. Let's solve another issue. There's plenty of issues. All right, let's go ahead. Let's grab some Why don't we have entangled blocks? I should have one entangled. What can't I afford? Why can't I afford this, huh? I can. I don't know what the problem is then. What are you crafting? Missing ingredients for what? What are you missing ingredients for? What in here can't you craft that you're so wee-wee-wah-wah about? Items, no results. He doesn't tell you. And so you're just left with this mystery. I'm just going to say, one of these episodes, we're switching to applied energistics. We're just going to do it. And it's going to be beautiful. Okay? So, buckle in for that one. But let's order that, because apparently that's actually very quick. We've got our entangled binder on us. I'm going to get an exporter, just a good old-fashioned one. Let me just say, by the way, it is so weird, like, pulling things out of my inventory, or out of my system, instantly. Like, lickety-split. So, listen, I could, there is the option that I host this in Australia, because currently I've just got, like, a little private server for myself. I could host it for others to join, so that we can still have activity around us, or at least on the server. Currently, aside from Golden, who is living right next to us, everyone else is still, like, slightly too far for me to notice them in person, so we're not losing too much in regards to that, aside from, like, the random visits, but yeah, I don't know, that is an option. Maybe I'll do that for, I don't know, future server or later on in this pack or something, I'm not sure. But what I do know is, I'm going to place this guy here, chuck an exporter on, chuck in a crafting card, search pattern. We're going to grab patterns from... what page is it on? Come on, man. From Refined Storage. And yeah, that should just be good enough. So, I forgot to entangle the guy, but we'll go ahead and grab... Where are we going? Over here. We'll entangle the pattern grid. And I'm also going to entangle the pattern grid at... maybe this one over here, because we do use this guy quite a bit as well. So we'll snap him up and hook him up as well. Alright, boom. So patterns are on both of these, which means, in theory, they should get patterns in them. Now, as to whether they will or whether they won't, apparently they will. Sweet. Cool. Alright, let's add the cauldron recipe. Thank you. Oh, it's so weird having it be that quick. It's been a long time since I've experienced that. Okay, so alloy smelter. Once again, I like going for, I guess we'll go for 5 at a time. So I'll order 4 and we'll use the one that we've already got. We're obviously going to want these octa-dict capacitors or whatever they're called. I hate saying the word, man. Like, come on. Alright, we'll order... Grains of Infinity. You know what? Let's automate Grains of Infinity. Let's just do it. I have a feeling that we're going to want to do a lot of this. So let's automate it. Now, Grains of Infinity. Of course, with everything in this mod pack, I swear you can literally just grow everything. We're not going to do that. I'm sorry, but it's just not happening. So then our option is fire crafting. And this is what we want. Fire water bucket. So if bedrock's on fire, it will produce these, what do you call them? Grains of Infinity. Now, we can automate flint and steels. Easy. Easy peasy. Problem solved. But also kind of, I don't want to do that. Ender.io actually has this. Fire water. Now, I don't know how to get it. But this stuff will set fire to things around it, including bedrock. So this is what we want. The problem is, I don't know how to get it because it doesn't tell me. So we're going to have to Google it because it's not in the book. Ender.io fire water. Let's have a look. Here we go. All right, so the thing that I'm looking for doesn't exist yet, I believe. So it's called the vat. I've looked it up. The vat doesn't exist currently. I don't know if there's like a different name for what it is because the ingredients that it used to have don't even exist. It used to use electrical steel and that doesn't appear to be a thing. So I don't believe it exists. The closest we've got is a drain, but I mean, that's not what we want. Because you're meant to turn hooch into what we want. And then hooch you get from the vat from water and like potato and sugar. So we don't have that. Which means we don't have, I mean, we can't use the water fire bucket thing. So it begs the question, what are we doing? And it's a great question. It's a wonderful question. So I don't know anymore. I mean, I had a plan, and it's gone. The plan's just thrown in the gutter. We could get a bee. The bees feel a little bit nicer. Otherwise, yeah, we just do fire. Well, we'll probably do that. Let's search fire. Yeah, fire, water. Man, a man can dream. Alright, so what we'll do is we'll automate flint and steel. Probably just using iron. That's probably the safer option. That'll be fine. We will get... I think a deployer works, right? Am I crazy in thinking that? What's it called? Not a deployer. A dispenser? Yeah, surely, right? I think so, because I think that's how they light, whatchamacallums? Nether portals and stuff. So we'll grab dispenser, we'll have flint and steel. We'll grab... Can I get a bedrock? Am I able to... Can we get our hands on a bedrock? Feather redstone bedrock? Of course. Feather redstone bedrock. That makes sense. That module doesn't exist. Okay. That's fine. We'll just get... I'll just entangle the guy. That'll be easier. Let's jump down into the mining. So we're down here. Cool. You guys can't see anything. Let me go ahead and take off this backpack. Put on our night vision backpack. And now you guys can see. Awesome. Down here we should have some good old-fashioned bedrock. Beautiful. Yep, plenty of it. Let's dig out a nice area over here. Awesome. So, dispenser will go here. That will be entangled. We'll fill that up with flint and steel. Sure. This guy is going to need... I don't know what he's going to need. I guess what we can do is we can grab an observer. I think. Oh, I'm not allowed the observer. Can I... Dude, I'd love to be able to take this observer out. Please, I'm begging you. Is it a chunk loading issue, do you think? I think it might be. Now that I'm in my own little world here, I've probably got to be a little bit smarter. Alright, the smartness instantly fades away as I chunk load my entire base. 1 second. Alrighty, let's try this again. Observer, perfect. So the observer will observe, believe it or not, this spot here. And so the idea is, what's the idea? We get redstone, we get possibly a toggle latch, is what I'm thinking. A powered toggle latch from Create. Let's clear up a little bit of space here. And so this guy, he'll toggle between on and off when redstone's emitted. So for example, a fire is ignited, this guy will turn on, thus activating the dispenser, and vice versa. So I just need to... I know what I need to do. I know what I need to do. Okay, so you're entangled. Cool. Let's go back up. Probably to the processing place. Yep, we'll come down here. We're running out of room, but that's fine. This guy will get an exporter on him with a crafting card. Crafting upgrade. Yep, totally know what everything's called. You're going to be that. Cool. You're going to be that. You are going to be a flint and steel. Perfect. That'll be good. You don't have to be exact. Just chuck any flint and steel we've got. I will then make sure that we place the recipe in. That's an important step here. Don't forget it. Oh, how much faster are we? We're actually insanely fast. So that should be working. I didn't put the crafting card in. Hold on. That should be working. Okay. So just like that, we now have... Oh God, I'm pressing all the wrong buttons. I'm pressing all the wrong buttons. I'm sorry. Boom. Boom. And we run down again. That should now be full of flint and steels. Pretty much forever. Awesome. I may need to do a little bit of chunk loading here. That's fine. We can work on that. So then, let's grab a button. Just to sort of kickstart this guy. In fact, I think if I place that here... Okay. There we go. That should work. Let's toggle on our magnet. Check this out. Oh. What's he detecting? Nothing has happened. What are you doing? Is that using durability? It is. Whilst that's not the end of the world, it's kind of like, what are you doing, bro? Okay. Did that even work, by the way? Did I get dust? It doesn't look like it. Let's grab a reader. Probably a block reader, as odd as that may sound. Let's get a logic cable. I'm really not getting any grains of infinity, am I? I do have the magnet on. So if it does exist, I should get it. Block reader, boom. Are you able to detect, like, what, fire? Cool. Okay. We can make this work. So, what we're gonna do is get a writer, a redstone writer, wherever this guy is. I don't know if this even works, the fire recipe, based purely on the fact that, like, there's this information part. You know what I mean? I'm still hoping that this works as an option. Valid blocks, loot table, max item drops. I guess maybe it's not guaranteed. Valid dimensions were in the overworld, flint and steel. And then we should get the thing. Oh, yeah, there we go. I guess you have to wait until the end. And this guy's like reigniting it every time. So this should be fine. Hold on. I can probably just do this, right? Yeah, let's... Hold on, we can tidy this up quite nicely. Place that guy there. Block reader there. Man, I love integrated dynamics. It was it was one of those things that you just have to buckle down, learn the basics of it once, and then you're in. Then you're sucked in. And I still imagine there's so much that I just don't know how to do that would make everything so much more fun. Same with create. The stuff you can do in create is so cool. You just have to buckle in and learn it. I haven't done that properly yet. I still don't know how to make like a self-quarry type thing, but it's so nice when you can learn that. Yeah, this should actually be really easy. So I'm going to go ahead and place this here. Ignite it. We're going to grab block fire. I'm going to grab a materializer. This guy here. Order that. Boom. Add him to the system. And I would like to materialize fire. Cool. So we've got block fire. Then we're going to grab one more variable card, which I guess we'll just order some. That's fine. And what I want to say essentially is, boom. Oh, not equals to. If the block that we're looking at is not fire, output redstone signal, thus igniting. So that's how that should work. Let's grab a variable store. We're missing stuff. That's annoying. Okay. I'm going to have to... block. I think, yeah, we've got blocks of mineral. I was like, I'm pretty sure we've got that. Like, that should be a non-issue. Variable store. Boom, boom. Ta-da. Cool. And so you'll go there. Awesome. So, I can now place this guy in. Output redstone. I could probably just do a pulse, but it shouldn't matter. We'll have that guy output redstone. We'll put these things here. And there you go. So, he'll output redstone whenever there's not fire. So, currently... Oh. Yeah, currently false. Because it is fire. So, there's no redstone being emit. And so, if we wait long enough, we should get a grain of infinity. And then all I have to do is add some... Oh, that shouldn't happen. That should not happen at all. What I possibly need here, maybe, is ticks per operation to be upped. Let's make this be... How many seconds is that? 6 seconds? I believe that is. So we'll save that. So now 6 seconds. Target side is west. No, target side is east. Let's make sure we don't mess that up. Here, be east. Right? Am I crazy? Or is it the west of the block? Yeah. In that case, I don't think it matters. Okay, cool. Sure, that's fine. Let's start it up. Oh. Huh? Oh, because he's already got redstone applied. Let's take this out. Place that in. Wait 6 seconds, and then it applies. Cool. Okay, perfect. So it waited the 6 seconds. This guy currently says true. We obviously don't want that, so I guess we just wait a second. What's the difference? Like, am I losing my mind? Okay, maybe it's just 6 seconds to update each time. I guess that makes sense. This should work. We've currently got 1 grain of infinity. 1 grains of infinity, of course. That's a brilliant sentence. Let's get some prep happening. So, item collector. And then... I probably should just have 1 ender chest that imports to the base, shouldn't I? Did that work, by the way? No, that didn't. Okay. What do we think the problem is here? What's not fire about what I'm looking at? Maybe we watch this. So it's air. Should I specify air? If it's air, is that the problem? Maybe. let's reset these. Let's go ahead and chuck this guy in here. Currently it's air. We'll grab that block. Cool. Awesome. And then we'll say equals. And we'll say, hey, if the block we're looking at is air, output a redstone signal. And so that should work. Okay, we'll chuck that there. Boom. Awesome. It's begun. Currently it's false. It's not air. We can probably lower this guy back down. I'll do that. We'll lower him back down to 1. I'll save that. And we'll just watch this. And see if at any point if this goes to true before the actual thing exists. Because the observer... The observer... I do want to check. Let me grab one. Is it guaranteed? Or am I just... Maybe it's working and it's just not a guaranteed thing. See, because that one just got me one. That's perfect. We'll see if that one gives me one. It didn't. Oh, okay. So it's not guaranteed. Awesome. So this system works. The last one may have worked as well, but this one works at the very least. Cool. Let's go ahead. What do I do here? How do I bring this stuff back to the base? I think we'll just entangle it into a chest. I think that's probably the play. We'll grab a chest. We'll grab an importer that will go on at the base. Probably just an ultra one. Why not? And we will entangle... Yeah, we'll place this guy here. Place that guy there. And I'll have to come back. We'll place a chest at the base and keep that guy entangled. What I may do as well... Oh, I've got a great idea. You guys are going to hate this. You guys are going to absolutely despise what I'm about to do, but I think it's awesome. So you'll be an importer. Sure. That's awesome. He's ready to go. We're going to get an entangled binder. And I'm going to rename it. I probably could have used my teleporter again, but that's fine. We're going to chuck this guy in here. And we're going to call it base chest. Base chest. Okay. So we've now got the base chest guy, and he is bound to chest. And so when I don't use him, he'll go in there. And we'll grab a separate entangled binder for our day-to-day use. And this guy uses unobtainium now, so I guess keep that in mind. I think the actual blocks use unobtainium as well. Let's be smart. Hold on. Boom. Okay, so now, I don't need to grab that, because we'll just jump back to the mining place over here, and we'll just pull it out of our backpack, and that'll be a thing that we do. And then that should work. I probably could keep it in here with this guy. And is it obvious to tell? Yeah, base chest and then normal guy. So base chest, and we right click there, and there we go. And then we can just put that guy away as well. Awesome. Now, the question is, does that work? Well, currently, in terms of grains, we have 53. I'm going to turn my magnet off. I'm going to double check. 53. I'm going to drop one. It apparently has vanished. 54. I'm going to drop 2 more. 56. Perfect. So now all that we rely on is whether or not this thing actually makes grains of infinity. Now, this is obviously a long-term thing that will just passively generate over time, as opposed to how much we need at the moment, right? You would have to scale this up quite a bit. That's why I'm telling you, man, that fire water, that's what you want. I would love to see it working again. I don't like how quick it is. I could definitely benefit from having a repeater at the end here, or a delay or something. Let's have this be that. I just want that little bit of a delay so that if something is meant to take place, it does. You know what I mean? If there's meant to be time for it to say, yep, here's your thing, that it can do it. Honestly, everything we did before probably worked, and it's just not guaranteed. See that? I'm happy with that. That I can work with. Cool. All right, I'm going to leave that be, and we'll check in on it here and there, but realistically, we're probably just going to do the other thing. Now, in terms of automating it the other way, this would be better. The problem is it needs some offhand stuff, and I don't know if we can make that happen. Should we try it anyway? I kind of want to try it. Let's grab a player simulator. We've got one ready. I love that. Variable cards. We'll grab that out. Do you reckon we can do it? I really want to try it because I think that would be cool. So we need a flint. which we've got on us. Cool. And then we need cobbled deep slate. So, how would this work? We've got obsidian here, obviously. We would have a player simulator here. And we would have to tell it to click items. And the problem is, like, there is an option for left hand. But I want both. I want one to be left hand, one to be right hand. And I don't know how to tell it to do both. Because I don't believe that you can place something there and something there. See what I mean? You can only pick one thing to have. And so I don't know how to tell it to click both hands. Well, you know what? I'll Google it. I'll see. Alright, just because I want to try, I'm going to try. So what my idea is, we'll get a list. Oh, sorry. Yeah, we'll grab a list. This guy here. We'll add flint. And then we'll also add cobbled deep slate, which I believe is what you need. And we'll turn that into a variable. Cool. So I've got a list of that stuff. I do want to double check that that is correct before I continue here. So if I stand here and I shift right click, we get stuff. Cool. So that part at least works. I'm then going to chuck it in here. We're going to open this up. I'm going to say, hey, you're going to right click with your left hand. Sure, whatever. And it will be a sneak. And we're going to try that. We're just going to see what happens. So I'm now going to place that in there with this. So far, nothing. Interesting. We can lower that, of course. Cool. So, what do we do with this information? I could try toggling off continuous. See if that does something. Sometimes it will. Sometimes, obviously, it won't. Cool. Round robin? Does that somehow change anything? I don't think so, but that's fine. Right click. Right hand. Continuous. Sneak. How can I'm now trying to think like, oh, could I entangle it? But the entangling wouldn't work. I could try 2 player simulators at the same time. There's no way that this will, like, this just isn't destined to work. It honestly just isn't. I think the play is to just either get the bee or get, or just get the seeds. It's a fun idea. I will definitely say that. Obsidian with a blazing gives you that. Because how can I, yeah. We're so close. I'll tell you what, we are getting more. I am seeing this number go up. So the other system does work. We can, I'll tell you what, I'll pick this up just so that at least we have it in our system. It is working, okay? We will obviously just grab a bunch of stacks so that we can get what we want now. But, yeah, once again, good to know. By the way, as I'm sitting here spamming my mouse, let me mention again, I mentioned in the past I had a Logitech G703. I don't know where I put that. And it ended up having a double click issue where occasionally I would left click and it would present me with inhuman clicks. You know what I mean? Like it would click twice instantaneously, rapidly, right? And so I was getting worried of like getting banned as I play a few different games, like getting detected as using a cheat or something. So I stopped using that mouse. There's ways to fix it. There's some things you can do, but no one wants to like have to fix their mouse. You know what I mean? So I'm using now a Razer Death Adder V2 Pro, the longest named mouse in the world. This one uses a different clicker, essentially, to put it in, I guess, layman terms. And it's still going strong. Let me just say, like, I don't even think about my mouse, which I guess is pretty good because it's just essentially in my hand. So there's that. That's what I will say. I thought I'd give an update because obviously if I'm doing this almost every day, playing games, obviously recording Minecraft and whatnot. So if you're interested in a mouse, I would suggest that. I'm obviously not sponsored by any means. I'd love to be. That's probably some good money there. Razer sponsorship. But yeah, this is also like the only Razer thing I have. I'm not even a Razer person. I think my mouse pad is Razer as well, but nothing else is. Just I guess for some other context. But yeah, I'm very happy with it, and I thought I'd let you guys know. I've done these updates a few times. I'm not sure the length between them. I don't remember the first episode where I mentioned this mouse. I could probably look up my messages and try to figure out how long I've had it for. But I'm happy. I think the Logitech, I think I had it for like a year. And then like 1 month after warranty, that's when it started messing up, of course. So that was horrible. But that's fine. Okay, what was I doing? I was making alloy smelters. We've got those. I was ordering these capacitors. And I was going to get 20 of them for some reason. So we'll order 20. Have that happen. We spent most of our episode trying to do something that didn't work, but that's fine. Well, I take that back, actually. No, I need to be not as harsh on myself. We've got these automated. 420, look at that. So this is obviously our Ender.io area currently. We've got the network over here. We probably can get away with just slapping up another lane. So yeah, we'll do it. I'll get a lane set up over here. And so we're going to have alloy smelters. I'll keep it separate because it is obviously a completely separate thing. In terms of what this guy's going to get, there will be a crafter, probably diamond tier, facing this way. We're going to have a chest, which I do have on me, which is awesome. So that's going to go there. So all the alloy smelting ingredients will go into here. Now, this will actually be very tricky. I don't actually know how to do this. Because I wanted to input... yeah, how will I do that? I'm trying to think of what technology we have available. So with most things, like if this was just a normal furnace, what I could do is I could have it split things up. I could do round robin with my pipe, and it will put stuff in here, then in here, then in here, and I could limit the rate at which this chest inputs, and that works fine. The problem is, with these alloy smelters, a lot of the recipes are 3 different ingredients. Completely different, right? And so I would like to have, you know, dark steel being crafted in each of these. So like 1 at a time in each of them, so that we're maximizing our speed. But that means I need to have 3 ingredients go in here, then into the next one. It's possible. I just need to try to figure out how to do it. You know what I mean? There's a few things I can think of. None of them are working like the full distance in my mind. I would probably need some redstone to have, like with redstone I can do it. Integrated Dynamics does have like exporters and stuff. What I could do maybe is have importers on this guy. Check this out, check this out. This could be the worst way to do it, but I want to give it a shot because in my brain this has the potential. We'll grab an item interface. I'll grab out, I guess, 2 of these for now. We'll get the variable cards ready. So we're going to have an interface here. We'll have the importers, right? And so, can I have this guy require redstone? Network energy, priorities. So that's not what I want. Import items, import items if the boolean is true. That's what we want. Ooh, okay. Yeah. Okay. God, this is a mental gymnastics happening. I think I'm going to want to get... This is... I already know that this is a horrible way to do this. Let's go inventory readers. Let's get some of these built. Get them cooked up. Probably going to want at least 2 of these to make sure that this works. So I'm going to have readers on the front, right? And so once again, in my brain, the way that this will work is that it will read in here the inventory count. Or maybe the slot's filled. Hold on. If I go bomb... No, okay, that's not working. What can I get? I can get quartz. That will work. 1, 2, 3. And so this should say slots filled 3. Cool. Inventory count 3. Slots filled 3. Awesome. So, I grab that. And that's our information. Then what I do is I go into here. And I say integer. And what do I want? So I'm going to want the number 3. Right? So we go here. Integer 3. we then do less than, and we say if the number of slots in the machine or in the inventory below is less than 3, like if the number of slots filled is less than 3, output a redstone signal, right? Or, do the action. I usually say output a redstone signal because normally we're doing it in a redstone writer. But in this case, if what I said was true, import all items. That's the concept here. Now, that should work. How can I not afford this? Man, our crystallized mineral. Can I order some? Okay. Let's oh God. What's happening with the crystallized mineral? I know that we've got it semi-autoed over here, courtesy of this guy. What do we have in here? No, we don't actually have it in there. Okay, cool. We can do that then. That's on the table. Let's search mineral, and we want to say, hey, by the way, how much mineral do you get from this? Hold on, hold the phone. You get a full block worth. So I would like to create a recipe that states that 1 mineral log equals 1 block of crystallized mineral. Okay. And then I'm going to chuck it into here. And so everything else that we get is a bonus. So I can now order this. We can order 10. It will place 10 in there, as you can see. They'll get processed, which will then go into here. That will make blocks, and then we get blocks. Awesome. How cool is that? And then variable store we can order. Nice. And that's, some pretty good automation there. All right, let's head on up here. Oh, we got hit with one of those little rubber bandy things, where we sort of bounce back a little bit. That obviously nowhere near the level that we were getting in the previous episode. So hopefully this episode's a lot nicer for you guys. I imagine it will be. So boom, boom, boom. Currently, this is false, which means it's less than 3. Oh yeah. So then if I take this out, now it's saying, oh, bring him in, bring in the items. Cool. So this guy here, it will need to do redstone pulse inserts next set. That's how we're going to have this guy hooked up. What we will then get is an inventory reader again. So we'll get one of those cooked up. I should probably automate this guy, but we'll do that in a little bit. We're going to have that guy there. We're then going to get a writer of the redstone variants. Hopefully you guys are liking this. I really do like integrated, but it can get messy. And what we're going to say here is if inventory empty is true, output a redstone signal. No, the opposite. If redstone inventory not empty, output a redstone signal. So what that means is the first items that go in here will mean that this is true. The inventory is not empty. Then that will emit a redstone signal. Then once it's empty again, so once the items get taken out, the redstone signal stops, thus making it a redstone pulse, and the next set of ingredients can come in. So that's how that part should work. Should, obviously being keyword there. Let's search logic cables, see if we can get some of these. There we go. Okay. So that should work. Now I'm going to have to do that, I believe, for each of these. As in, I'm going to have to make sure that I'm going to have to make that for every single one. Is there a smarter way to do that? I mean, I'm sure there is. Like, I can't wait to either look at this with a fresh mind and fresh eyes tomorrow, or like even when I'm editing this, or read the comments. The comments, when you guys know, it's so embarrassing. I look in the comments and you're like, just simply use the equal distribution Ender.io thing. Oh, in fact, Ender.io does have cables. Can Ender.io cables do this? Oh, you know what as well? I actually already know what the comments are going to be. The comments are going to be flaming me. They're going to be like, dude, modular routers. That's all. Whenever I'm doing like inventory distribution, the modular routers come into play. I'll tell you what. Tell me how to do the modular routers, okay? I've used them before, but like, am I going modular router, then getting not the extruder, the distributor, and then somehow this guy's just doing what I want. He'll just put the stuff where I want it. Or am I doing a sender? And then I'm... Because I think this should work. It's just I'm going to have to do... It's high effort, this one. Because I'm going to... For every single one, I've got to grab slots filled. I want to try at least on 2. Slots filled. We can pre-make a bunch of these integer cards if we want. There we go. And just sort of keep one of the... Oh, that's going to break that. Sorry, buddy. Oh, hold on. Hold on. Hold the phone. Let's fix this. I need to make sure I use the right one. What am I doing then? Less than. And I'm saying if this is less than 3 output redstone signal, and that should be for the first guy. So you and you go in there, and you go... Huh? You go there. Okay, he's happy. Nice. So then the next one is I go less than again. And we say, hey, if this number less than 3 output signal. Once again, I know it's not output signal, but I guess I could say true, but usually I feel like it's easier to explain it as redstone signal. So import all items, true. That's good. So this should work. It honestly, it should work. All I would then need is an importer on the back, or we have a choice. I could do pipes going into a chest and then importing from the chest. That's probably what I'll do. I think it's nicer. I don't know if it's smarter. I think it's nicer. So this guy will go here. I do actually want, at least I want some importer back. Can we get an ultra? Let's get an ultra. So I have an ultra importer. We'll then go pipes, grab those, and I'll probably want 10 at some point. So we'll get those cooking. 1, 2, 3, 4 currently. The chest we've got. The importer we've got as well. Cool. So you will be an importer there. That will then... Oh yeah, you've got you've got a lot of work to do, Mr. Cable. Should I put that there? Yeah, it doesn't. Oh no, that does matter. Hold on. Hold. Let's pick you up. Let's do cable. You're actually not a cable though. That's where the trick comes into play. You're a chest with an ultra importer. So that's all hooked up now. Beautiful. You'll be obviously item pipes. I'm obviously going to want to disconnect all this. You may have just gotten stuff, you didn't. Or if you did, it's gone anyway, it doesn't matter. And you guys, I guess I could have just sent the stuff in there. I'll keep it separate for now. It doesn't matter. It's fine. And so then we'll add our pipe upgrades. And so that should work. This should work. I may need to tell these guys, hey, just by the way, you are going to be pulling from the top and pushing out the back. That should work. Once again, I don't know if I have to tell them, but no harm in doing it. Pull from top. Oh, push from back. Cool. We'll check out. We'll hook the other ones up if these two work. How does that sound? Because I'm still not too confident. So we'll chuck both of those in. Are they within the range of the wireless? Does not look like they are. That's fine. Let's go advanced. Let's go gates. How nice is it just being able to actually like craft things and pull things out of the system? Let's go here and here. You're gonna go there. You're gonna get that. I don't know if that's enough, to be honest, but we'll see. I mean, he's got enough, and this guy's powering. Oh, okay, so these did get some stuff in them. Did these guys? No. Cool. Okay. So they're powered. They're getting powered. I do not have the recipes that we require. So I'll go grab a test recipe and we'll try this out. I hope this works because I think it'll be a pretty neat way to do it. Let's go ahead and grab the recipe for dark steel. Yeah, that seems like a nice, clean recipe. Just some dark steel. No problem. Jump up here. Dark steel pattern. Okay. So, let me just get around here. You can see when they're on, because they're blue. These ones are off. You might not actually be able to see. We search steel, dark steel. If I order one, let's see if that works. because the problem is it might like split up who pulls what. So the stuff's in there. Interesting. It's true. Channel 0, round robin, nothing. Item transfer rate, item slot, passive interaction. Very interesting. I don't actually know why that's not working. This guy's hooked up. Interface channel 0, so it's hooked up correctly. The items are in there. The pipes are obviously connected. Import all items. If the boolean is true, it is true. The items are not in there. Okay. All right. All right. Interesting. Round robin, no. Item transfer rate. That's the rate of transfer. I don't think that, like, if I set that to 1, does that suddenly make it work? Because it's only moving 1 item. It's still not working, so I guess not. Let's put that back up to 64. Pretend that that's fine. Item slot is -1. So that's where it's going to be putting the items into. I guess that's a problem. -1, I assume -1 would just place it anywhere, but you know what this might mean? I might need to have like a buffer chest. I think I do know. I think that is the problem. If I make that 0, do we get an item in there? No. Okay. Hold on, the plot's thickening. If I do 1, do we then get an item? Still not. Okay. If I do 2. I don't know. I don't know what's happening here. Let's pick this guy up. You know what? This will actually be quite easy to do, I think. We're going to grab a chest. We're going to grab 10 chests for now. The chest is going to go on top. We're going to have the cables running on top. Okay. So the cables will run across here. Blah, 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 blah. Sure. This guy's set to pull from above, so that should still work. And then we just have the item importer there. And that should work, because he should be comfortable doing that. We'll connect this cable here. And he should put the items in. I might have to tell him... Item slots -1. Okay. Importer. Oh, you know what? See that arrow going up? I need exporters. Oh, God. Oh, you guys were probably yelling at me. Oh, God. I'm so sorry. Alright, everything's fine. I was testing you guys. That's all it was. Exporter, let's okay, let's get one of them. Nope. Let's manually craft some mineral. Beautiful. Okay. Oh god. Okay. It's fine. We've got exporters. One of them will go there. And we're gonna place that guy there. Cool. Bada bing, bada boom. False. Less than 3. The items in... Oh! Because that guy's full. They need to all be less than 4. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Let's go ahead and fix that. So, these first 2 can come with me. Alright, that makes sense. That's fine. Let's go integer. Click this. We obviously want to make that 4 now. So we'll chuck that guy there. We then want to do the... We want to grab this guy out. We want to be like, hey, by the way, we kind of want you to be less than 4. Boom. Cool. And then chuck that there. Wonderful. So this should now work. We can chuck that back in. Chuck these there. As you can see, the last one goes in. I'll tell you what. I'm liking what I see. I'm not liking this mess that I made. It's nice to be able to break the actual cables though. That's pretty good. So let's go ahead and fix this guy too. I'm so happy about this. The fact that it looks, at least currently, as though it is going to work is very, very, very good. I feel like there's a way to do this cleaner, like without needing to put this much effort into getting it working essentially. Slot filled, less than 4, output redstone. That should be good. Grab the exporter, chuck that guy there. And chuck in the boolean and chuck those in there. Let's maybe, yeah, do it this way. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. That's all hooked up. So we had it work once. Cool. We got the steel. We've got 1 dark steel. I'm going to order another one just to double check. So, see, this guy got it. How do I prevent this? How do I prevent that from happening? What do you think? I really don't know. How do we do it? Because the transfer rate is 64. That's pretty good, right? The only thing I could think about is if I could... No, I don't know. How do we do it? What are we thinking? What's the play here? The other option would be that I have it go like into this, boom, into this, boom. You know what I mean? Like we have like a buffer chest or something. Have that guy input. He fills that up. Once it's good to go, output. You can go. That might be what we have to do, which is annoying because everything I've done I think is pointless. But I'd say a good learning experience regardless. I think... Yeah. Alright. We're going to give it a shot. Once again, I know. I'm sorry. But I do think that this will be fine. So that's still going to stay there. I'm still going to probably make use of those. Ah, please. We're going to clear both of these. Okay. So, no, you're actually probably going to move. I think what we'll do, and bear with me for this one. Let's turn our magnet on. We are going to have the items flow into a chest, like so. So the items will go into here. Cool. They'll go into there as fast as they want. Whatever. This guy will import them, as he does normally. We will then have another item pipe here, set up. This guy will be an advanced pipe, set to be on when powered. On when powered. Yeah. And then this will be another chest. So we'll grab that guy. That guy will go there. Oh god, I'm like pre-embarrassed by like what's gonna follow. And so this guy will get redstone. Check this out. Redstone writer. Of course, I need more of these. This redstone writer will go there. Let's give ourselves a little bit more room as we're working on these. So this will connect. Cool, that will connect there preemptively. He'll obviously have a reader at some point. So first guy will be reader if less than 4. I think we want the exact same thing that I just like got rid of. Yeah. Less than. If that is less than that, give me that. Cool. So we put that back in there. And we'll have that be redstone. Off when powered. Because this guy's going to be on. Because there is less than 4. So the items will go in here. This guy will pull once he has what he wants. Bada bing, bada boom. Now, the only downside with this guy when he pulls is I don't necessarily know how that'll work. Actually, I think we should... why am I getting stuck here? That is really... That hurts my brain to look at. So what we'll do... I've got this. We're going to put in whatever the missing ingredient was. I actually don't know where it's gone. I've got my magnet on. Was it dust that I've like put away? Coal dust, I think. Let's see. Yeah, okay, cool. So, I'm going to search for the steel again. I'm going to order one. Let's see if this works. So far, that worked. Cool. So then, we're going to put in the capacitor. Have that guy charge up. Awesome. Make sure that this guy is pulling from the top, pushing out the back. And I believe, at the very least, we should be able to order both now. If I search steel, and I attempt to order 2, the first guy should fill up. See, that's... I was worried about that. He's taking that, and then he's taking that. Okay. How's this gonna work? Oh god, it's one of those. Interesting. What are we thinking? What's the play here? How do I do this? I don't know. I don't want to admit defeat, but well, yeah, I can't figure out how to do it. We could do item filtering, but I don't think that really helps. You know what might have actually been the better recipe for this stuff? If we did the multi-crafter setup, as in if we had multiple crafters for the single recipe. I think that still works, right? So for example, I kind of want to leave this here because I think this is fixable in I guess a weird way. But if I grab these, sorry, 1 second, please pick up. Place that guy there. And we grab 2 alloy smelters. You, and sure, you. You've got that capacitor, you don't. That's fine. Go capacitor, cool. That explains where this guy went. Awesome. Are you getting charged? No, that's fine. Let's search gates. Give him a little bit of power so we can at least run. And if we tell this guy, hey, you're actually going to pull from behind. You are going to pull from behind. And then if we just duplicate this recipe, so if I were to get a pattern, I can't get a pattern provider, that's going to be too much effort. But we can jump down here and get one. If I just grab more recipes, will it craft in each of them? Like, will it round robin them? I'm not sure. I'm not sure, but I'll tell you what. I do think we're about to find out. So you go there. You go there. Sure, you can have that, whatever. And if I then search steel and we click this and I order 3, do we get 1 in each? He gets 1. This guy didn't get 1. I think this guy got 1. Okay. Interesting. Oh, this guy gets it all. But like slowly. Why did he get it so delayed? What a weird... I didn't like that. If I order 10, what happens? Who's going to get them all? Neither one so far. This guy's getting some. This guy's not. Ah, man. I can't do it. Modular router. What do we have? Hold on. Modular router. Transfer out of the router is what that guy does. So what does the sender module do? He doesn't say. I'm going to try to make it. Sender module is going to be piston and blank module. Sure. There we go. I'm going to get 3 of them. I'm going to get the distributor module. Oh, it needs Mark 2s. Okay, that's fine. We can make that happen. 1, 2, 3. Distributor. Oh, it needs... Yeah, that's what I've got, mate. Come on. Get with the times. Boom. Distributor. Cool. Here it is. So, this guy here distributes out of the router. He has a distribution strategy of doing stuff. Cool. And then what? Oh! Interesting. Okay. How does that help me, though? I mean, it's cool that he can move the stuff. But how do I tell him... I guess... I know what to do. It might be too late, but I think I know what to do. Because these guys can get filters, right? And we can set them to do a round robin. Arguably, I could have probably done this with the pipe in hindsight. Maybe. I'm not actually sure. Yeah, I think this... I've got it. Guys, you trust me, right? 1, 2, 3. Let's get some more of these. Boom. Boom, boom. So I'm going to need 3 of these distributors. Or at least that's what I'm thinking. So grab that. Chuck this guy in. Boom. Okay. And so, here's how it's going to work, right? One of these will have, if we search for that same steel, dark steel from Ender.io, right? We'll bookmark him. We require iron, coal, and obsidian. So I make one of these guys be the iron distributor. And they're going to be whitelisted. This next guy, he's going to be the coal dust distributor, also on whitelist. And this guy here is going to be the obsidian distributor, also on whitelist. All of these are going to be doing round robin, meaning everything takes a turn in receiving items. We are then going to select these things one at a time. So for example, this guy, then this guy, this guy, then this guy, and then this guy. So that's just the shift right click. We're then going to go for our modular router, which is going to turn into, I think, this chest. But I'm not actually sure. What, you've only got one buffer. Is that upgradable at modular? Can we get bigger buffer? Is that possible? Stack augment. I think that moves stacks at a time. Mimic, pickup delays, filters fast, syncing upgrades, blank upgrades, securities. We probably will need a security upgrade, maybe. Energy, camouflage, blast, void, vacuum. I don't know if I can make them store more. That might be a problem. What I could do, though, is filter the outputs for the three. I think it's fine. No, I'm not too sure. I think what we'll do, bear with me, is this guy will output into the modular router that we'll see here. A lot of this stuff I'm going to pick up the second I get this working. And then these will go in there. We can set this guy as he is. Shall we give this an attempt? So both of these are empty. They're both hooked up as they should be. And so I am then going to remove these two patterns. One pattern still lives there. I'm going to have this guy just ignore redstone. He's just going to put everything in here as needed. I will then search for that steel. Currently got, I'm going to order 2. Let's watch here. It has already not worked. Oh, but why hasn't it worked? Oh, it's doing it. As you can see, they've gotten 1 each. The obsidian gets sent out, and this guy now processes. And this guy now processes. Ah, how cool is that? So, that worked. That worked perfectly. You know what he needs? He just needs a couple speed upgrades. I'm gonna just have faith that that's gonna be the way to do it. God, I'm excited to feel the wrath of the comments. So we'll take all that stuff out. That's all good. This does not need to exist anymore, so this will be nice and clean. I can arguably place these right next to each other as well, which will be very good. Put that stuff, whatever, that all can go away. I do want to try it with speed upgrades. So speed at modular, here we go. So speed upgrades, I'm going to shift click this. I think you can get a lot of these, and I do want a lot of these, so I'm going to go for a lot of these. What does that need? Paper. Okay. And we've got paper auto crafted, so it's like coming in at a weird rate, but that should be fine. Boom. 42 brat. Can all of that go in? No, just 9. Okay, well, sure, that works. Let's try this again then. Let's go steel. Click this. Order 2. How quickly do they move now? So all the items, they're very delayed at getting there. Why are they so delayed? None of these guys are hooked up. Oh, you know what? It's because it's crafting like the dust. You know what I mean? For the coal dust or whatever. I think that has to go into macerator or something. And that guy's pretty slow. Is my guess. So, you know, we'll just wait here. That's fine. No, not a problem. No, don't even stress it. We've got all day. Hold on. I wonder if that's because we don't have that automated. Or chunk loaded, sorry. So we don't have like that coal dust. Give me a second. Let's go make sure that everything's still working. Boom, 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 boom. What's going on over here? Are we good? Does stuff look like it's on? I didn't even chunk load the right area. There we go. That should work. Do we think that was the problem? I'll be honest, I do think that was the problem, but I don't really know how to confirm that. I don't even know if it worked. Did it work? Hold on. Coal, dust. We've got... Okay, well, yeah, it worked. It worked. So, steel. I think it happened really quick then. We order it. Oh! That was very, very quick. Oh my god. This is perfect. This is genuinely perfect. Okay. Alright. Hope you guys buckled in. It happened right at the end. You guys are right. Preemptively, you guys were right with the alloy smelter. So you honestly don't need a side probably anywhere. You're just gonna have push on the back, and then that should just be good. Same with these guys. I might just remove it to tidy it up. Set him to push. I don't even know if he needs to push, to be honest, but I guess it helps. Remove that. And remove that. So currently, these guys all have the capacitors. Awesome. This guy, well, I guess they all are going to need to get their pipe upgrades. A lot of the pipe upgrades, I don't know where they've gone. But that's fine, I guess. 3 pipe upgrades. This last guy here has pipe upgrades, so these will now get their pipe upgrades. Cool. So they're good to go. I will have to add every recipe to the whitelisting for these cards, as far as I'm aware. That's going to be the play. So let's remove that and grab that, grab that, grab that. Remove that, grab that, grab that, grab that. Remove that, grab that, grab that, grab that. Cool. So they're all good. I'm going to return to the base and we'll grab every other pattern and then work on getting every recipe added, which I'm now realizing might be easier said than done. Let's go ahead and put away pretty much everything here, to be honest. How's that? Cool, that's pretty good. Grab all those. Awesome. Okay. This is good. This is perfect. Now, this is easily expandable. At least up to 8, which is the limit of these distributors. So at least 8 of these guys. Oh, max 48. What does it say when I... Hold on. Target added 4 of 8. I don't know what that means. I guess we can place more if we want. So, next on this list is going to be End Steel. So that's End Stone... wait, I think I can just go End Steel. And we just bookmark that. Click this. Bookmark each of these. Oh, and then add those to the filter. So, for example, this guy here... actually... This guy's already got the obsidian. So that works. So I just want to make sure I don't double stack any of these. So you'll get that, and then you'll get End Stone. Cool. So that can then go in there. Awesome. What's next on the list? Alright, cool. And then the rest of these are just crafting recipes. Alright, I believe I've done it. The problem is, it felt a little bit messy as I continued, so I'm not actually confident. If we search ingot, we can try this. So I'm going to order, I guess, 4 of these guys. And we'll see how this works. They've all lit up. I think they all made exactly what we wanted, so that's pretty cool. We'll go for Solarium. Once again, just make sure that everything actually does work. Everything's lit up. We'll go for 4 Vibrance. I think this will craft some... I guess I'll just use the energetics. Let's see. Once again, they're all lit. Oh, that's so good. And then 4 End Steel. And so there you have it. How cool is that? Oh, there was also quartz. That one I wasn't too sure about. So the fused quartz, we can auto craft. So I'm going to ask for a stack. Now... Oh. Huh? So let's put... He's got quartz in him. That obviously he's not meant to. So we may actually need to add the redstone to... I don't want to do that. Interesting. Yeah, I mean, that's obviously a problem that we do have to solve at some point. I'm guessing it's obsidian that's meant to go in there. Yeah. Okay. Interesting. How do we solve that problem? So obviously we can solve it by limiting the crafter to wait until this guy's empty. That's honestly, that's probably just the best bet. Let's do that. We get to use a nice little bit of integrated dynamics. We could use comparators. Arguably, we should use comparators, but I think it's fine. So, you know what? We'll do integrated. Integrated. We're going to grab a redstone writer. We're going to get an inventory reader, and we're going to grab some cables, and we'll grab some variable cards. Cool. So you'll be an inventory reader. You'll be a writer. You'll go there and there. This guy is going to redstone signal locks auto crafting. We'll keep it nice and simple. And we're going to say if inventory is not empty. No, if inventory is not empty, output redstone signal, thus locking the auto crafting from putting ingredients in. Cool. I should probably just get the unsolicited thing at this point. Bumblebee spawn egg. No, it's an option. What's happening? Is this almost done? Oh, it actually is. Cool. Everything worked out? Everything did work out in the end. So this time, let's try it. So I'm going to search like end steel. I'm going to order, I don't know, a bunch of that. I'm then going to search fused. I'm going to order a stack of that. And see, nothing's gone in yet. It's waiting until the previous one's done, essentially. But then here, we've got issues. So it's already broken. I think the quartz broke it. Oh. Interesting. Oh, very interesting. Okay. Alright. I'm not a fan of what I'm seeing already. Okay. That's at least kind of what I want. It looks like it's back up and running. Is that going to break again? Yeah, it did. Okay. Yeah, I think the quartz messed us up. Because it ruins the round robin nature of it. And so the quartz is actually coming out of the guy that has the obsidian. Yeah. And so that's messing everything up. So I'm going to go ahead, and this guy here isn't going to do quartz. We'll chuck him back in. And instead we'll get, I think, another distributor to do quartz. Maybe. We might just do quartz somewhere else, to be honest. Because quartz is, it's messing us up. It simply is. Oh, hold on. I need to stop the end still. It's just going to keep crafting them for the grinding bowls. I've just realized. Alright, let's get a reset. Let's get a proper refresh. Everything's empty. Alright, everything is empty. Let's put this stuff away. Let me just... Sorry guys. I know this is taking longer than it should have. Let's order 3. Oh, you know what? We'll just order 1. Where's that going to put the stuff? So, obsidian is 1 behind. You know what, actually? Hold on. I think I have a better idea. If I just take these out, does that, like, refresh their order, perhaps? Okay, end steel, order 1. Okay, it looks like it did. So now, if I order 3 of them light up. Did it? Okay, I'll order 3 again. He's got some, he's got some. And we should have 20. In a second, I guess. Okay. Oh. I guess. Oh, it's probably waiting on the dust again. Okay. Well, I'm not entirely sure, but I think it is working again. So I think we're good. I think I think everything's good. I think I can chuck this guy back in. And he'll obviously order the stuff. And it should work. Okay. Yeah. Alright. We'll check in on that later. For now, it's good. Thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed this one. Hopefully you had some fun messing around with this stuff. Watching me. Hopefully it wasn't too annoying. I'm sure there was bits that involved some screaming and pointing at the camera, or pointing at the TV monitor or whatever. But that's half the fun, right?
All right. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you, of course, to our donators and our channel members. Thank you to our tier 3 channel members, Melizzy, Andre, and Final Phoenix 13. Thank you guys, and hopefully I will see you. I'm currently stalling to double check memberships. I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.